Okay, so right now I am at the laundry because my roommate had pitched a serious bitch last week Tuesday. He asked me to stay home so we could go look at the new apartment together. Baby, he came out of their bedroom on 10, pitching a, I'm talking about the most heinous of bitches. I was like, yo, you came out of your bedroom cocked and loaded. Like, what is wrong with you? And he was arguing about, he was going off about, okay, so we don't have a dryer in the house, but there's a rack to hang the clothes on. I think I might have, it might be on one of my other posts. So I put, no, his clothes were on there, but they had been on there for like 2 days. And he doesn't like to, like the fan that I bought, he doesn't like fans because he says it's artificial air and there's no reason to have artificial air when the earth gives us air. I'm like, no, sometimes the air needs to circulate and you need a fan because it's hot as fuck in Brazil. So I use the fan to dry the clothes because it dries them a lot quicker than just sitting them in the sun. And then sometimes, okay, so we just got over the summer is winter here for America, and winter here is summer. So America's summer just passed, and but it was our winter. During this time, it's not hot outside. So when you hang up wet clothes and it's not hot outside, it takes them like a week to get dry because there's no wind and it's cold as fuck and the sun is not hot. So to offset that, I used the fan to dry the clothes. That was a problem for him. He hates the fan. Okay, he bitched a bitch about that, but his clothes had been on that rack for like 3 days, 2 going on 3 days. I was like, Diego, your clothes are on the rack for like going on 3 days. What did you expect? I have clothes that I need washed and dried because I don't have no more underwear to wear and I'm running out of socks. He was like, well, you don't have the right to do that. Oh, yep, you're absolutely right because it belongs to you. And he was like, well, you always washing clothes. Okay. So after that argument, I started washing my clothes elsewhere. I'm at the laundry. So he just stopped me a second ago. And he's like, oh, well, I noticed that you stopped using the laundry, so like those clothes that are in the washing machine, they've been in there for like a week. They're not mine. I don't know who they are. Normally, if they were clothes in there, I would take them out. I would dry them. I would make sure that they actually smell good because sometimes he'll let them sit there until they start to smell. I didn't touch them. I left them there. I haven't even looked inside the washing machine. He was like, well, I've noticed you haven't touched the clothes in the washing. He was like, if you want to, you could just leave your clothes here and wash them, and then I'll take them out of the washing machine tomorrow while you're at work and dry them. No, you won't. This is what I'm thinking to myself. But I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna go to the laundry. It's like right now, it is. It's 2 a.m. I gotta be at work at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then after work tomorrow, I have tickets to go see Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, I think that's how you say her name. And then after that, she's got an after party at High Club, the most sickening club to me, with the most bangingest beats in Sao Paulo. No, bitch, I'm going to the concert and then I'm going to get me a beat after the concert. So no, I'm not gonna wait on you to possibly dry my clothes. I got up, came here to the laundry. He said, well, no, you don't have to do that. And now keep in mind, he's never, I've told him before, I've sent him text messages from work. Hey, can you take those clothes out of the washing machine? I'll get home. Oh, I'm so sorry. I couldn't do it because I had work to do or I had to take care of this, I had to take care of that. And so a long time ago, when I first moved in, I just realized I can't ask him to do stuff for me while I'm at work. Like if I need something done, I have to do it myself. And a few things that he needs done, I actually have to do those too because he won't do them. Maybe that kitchen is a mess. I ain't touched that kitchen. I ain't cleaned up. He just shaved his hair all over the floor in the bathroom. I haven't touched none of that. I'm gonna scoot that hair over so I can take my shower in the morning and go to work. And then after that, I'm going to the concert. And then after that, I'm going to catch me a beat. And then I'm off on Sunday. I only get one Sunday off a month. And it just happened to be on the weekend of the concert. So I know I don't have time to wait on you to try and dry my clothes because I know it's not gonna happen. And then he was saying about some other stuff that he wanted to happen with us being roommates. And I'm thinking to myself, ain't none of that finna happen. Being honest, I'm finna move out. And I just found another roommate who is like extremely copacetic compared to the one I got right now. And he was just talking about when we get to the new place, he just signed a contract on a new apartment. It's not an apartment, it's a house. He's renting a house now. It's 3 bedrooms, it's 3 levels, it's got a full-size finished basement with a washroom, a kitchen, it's a living room, a dining room, 3 bedrooms upstairs and a bathroom, and like a patio thing in the front of the house that you can sit out on when the weather is nice. You finna be in there by yourself because at the end of this month I am gone. I can't do it no more. There's some other things that go along with it, and I'm really not. Okay, so everything that I said in this video, this is a lot that I am divulging, and the other things that I have issues with, I'm not comfortable with saying. I don't want to say just yet. I don't want to say it because it would give you or anyone watching this video an impression of his character, a negative impression, and you don't get that negative impression up front. What I've noticed or what I've gotten from him is something different than what anybody else would get from him if they were to meet him. So this is the most that I'm going to say. There was a whole bunch of other stuff, other reasons why I'm moving out, but that one, that and plus the fact that he got pissed at me one day and he locked me out of the house. He put the chain on the door and I was stuck sitting outside we live in a condo right now. And so I stepped out the elevator. Well, the way the elevator works is, this is the elevator, right? And then here is the front door. It's the front door to our apartment, and then directly facing it is the front door for the next apartment across from ours. But then on the opposite side of that elevator is a hallway that is like another door to like 5 other apartments. So that little cubby, I was sitting out there for like 4 hours, and he was in the bed with a date. And I know the date had woke up like twice. So it was giving. He told the date, no, let him sit out there. Because I know he's done that with me in the house when his other dates have come by. And I'm like, okay, so the phone from the front desk is ringing about letting somebody come into the building. Do you want me to answer it? Or he was like, no. Only answer it if you're expecting company. I know people come by here for me all the time, and I don't answer if I'm not in the mood to be bothered with anybody. And sometimes the front desk will just let somebody in, and then they'll come up and they'll just knock on the door. He said, if you're not expecting anybody, then just don't open it. Okay. So now, fast forward to like 2 weeks ago, it was around about the first of this month. I had went out and I stayed out, but I didn't let him know that I was going to be out, which is a kind of another thing. See, it's we like agreed upon some bylaws, kind of sorta, about me staying there because I'm not on the contract for the apartment, so I have to govern myself specifically because it could cause an issue for him with um, the building management and the person he's renting the apartment from. So he locked me out, and I was sitting out in front of the apartment, and there's a buzzer, but the door is cracked, and so I'm buzzing the door. You can hear that buzzer in the hall, like the long hall with all the apartments. That's how loud it was at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I heard his date wake up twice, and he wouldn't. And I was buzzing it while he was awake, and he still wouldn't answer the door. He answered the door right when it was time for me to start getting ready for work. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was asleep. I forgot." Don't worry about it. It's cool. I went in the house, got dressed, and went to work. And then fast forward to last week Tuesday, he came out and snapped about about me taking the wet clothes off the rack and then putting my clothes on the rack so that mine could get dry. Which mine was going to be dry in like 4 hours. And then after they were dry, I was going to put his back on the rack. He wouldn't. He said, "No, don't touch my clothes if they're on the rack." Okay, that's fine. I won't. Matter of fact, I won't touch the rack. I won't touch the washing machine. None of that shit. And so now, in 2 weeks, I'm moving out, and I'm finna try and be roommates with somebody else who seems really, really super cool. So I'm just gonna see how that goes.